Alright, the other thing I want to go over is this wide angle macro lens. Um, it actually comes apart, just screws. It's got the little lens cap on one side, the lens cap on the other. How it stays on the camera is a little metal ring, but the lens cap on the other side is just a little flat piece of metal. But it comes in two parts. This is actually the macro part, and this is the wide angle part. So I did a brief video just on the tripod. That was done with the wide angle part on there. I've taken some photos of the LED, Ultratech LED light bulb that I took apart, and part of the video I did for that was done with the macro on there. And actually at one point, I think that had the wide lens on there as well, and at one point I actually took it off towards the end of the video. You might be able to see that change, but it's two parts. It's not very useful because you have to get really close. I mean, if you look at right now, my hand's in focus. That's 6 inches away or whatever. You got to get within like this close for the macro lens to actually focus, which for most things it's not functional, but it's fun to play around with. It didn't cost that much. So yeah, it's more of a novelty item than anything else. The one thing I don't like is the way it's mounted to your camera. Just these little rings of metal that have double-sided tape on them, basically, that you center your lens around. The one I actually put on my camera had a little notch out of it, so it doesn't get in the way of all the other stuff on your camera. The LED flash, which when you actually put this on, it gets in the way of flash, so you can't really use flash with it, so it makes lighting a little bit more difficult. But it's your camera, you're not going to be doing professional stuff with it. So I think it's a fun little novelty thing. That's all it is. It's not a bad price. And I'll probably have a link to the Amazon. I got it off of Amazon. Otherwise, you can just search for macro lens, or even all I did was iPhone lenses when I was looking for the telephoto lens, and that popped up. And actually, to continue on, another thing that I got at the same time, because it was people who have gotten this, is this extra life battery thing is like $6. I got two of them. One works fine. One I've had a problem with charged all the way up. It wouldn't. This is just a little button up there to test the level. It wouldn't test, and it wouldn't charge my phone. The other one I have had no problems with, and I've been swapping them back and forth, just grabbing one. So I don't know if I've actually just been grabbing the one that always works now, or if the other one got over whatever little malfunction that it had. But it seems to work fine now. $6 is not bad. I have to say, you can keep using your phone. It doesn't charge up much. Like, it'll do like 4 or 5%, and at a couple hours it'll only go up that little bit. But that's while I was using the phone. So this can add hours of life to your phone for just $6. It's not bad for $6. I just threw it in there because it was one of those, hey, add it to your cart kind of things. But I'm not dissatisfied. I don't think it's extraordinarily useful. It's kind of bulky, but you can actually, it's got the plug on the same other side, the same as the plug on your phone, so you can plug it in and charge it, and plug it into your phone and be charging your phone at the same time. So you got them both there, ready to go, and it adds quite a few hours to of time to your phone. Even if it doesn't charge it up, you can run it for hours without hurting your phone battery, draining your phone battery. So that was just a fun little thing that I think I'd try. And I think that's about it. I think I've babbled long enough, and I apologize because that's over 5 minutes and probably was not very interesting.